What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? Got one of my paintings as the background tonight. I should have been doing this all along, putting the painting back there sometimes. Probably a good idea to do that. Hopefully, we'll have a bunch of people in tonight. That would be nice. Although I know some that won't be. I know Jennifer won't be here and Velvet won't because they're all having coffee with my wife in the house. But let's see who shows up. Love to get some new members coming in. I think we had someone named Cheryl in yesterday, I think, or the day before. Maybe she'll come in. And Sharon. And hopefully our friend Lisa from the Caribbean will be in. We've been worried about her since the hurricane that went through. Hopefully she's doing okay. We're all been very worried about her. She's a school teacher over there, and haven't heard a thing from her or that particular area. I'm not sure exactly the area she's in. Been kind of reading up on things, waiting for people to come in. Kind of been interested a little bit on Tim Tebow joining the Jaguars. And what's up, Ken? How are you doing, buddy? I thought you might be one of the first ones in. I know Jennifer and Velvet won't be in because they're in the house with my wife having coffee. They gave me a cup and they threw me out. And it's not even hot anymore. Of course, I've been out here for half an hour, so that's probably why. But at least I got a cup. And I made the pot. If Smart Art had found one of my thermoses, one of the big thermoses, I'd have filled it up, brought it out here with me. Better make their own. Ha ha ha. Got one of my paintings in the background today. I'm not sure why I never did that. I thought I did that once before, but I got thinking I wanted a different background here today. I said, why not use one of the paintings? It's not the whole painting, but it's, 2/3 of it. I thought of doing another one today, but I couldn't quite make up my mind on which one I wanted to do or what I wanted to do. Internet's about the same tonight as normal. Download is okay, 6.9. Upload 0.66. About the ballpark it normally is in. I'm not sure for buffering. Let me do a little count here, see what we're doing for lagging. About 10 seconds. And I was showing some buffering, so if you're not buffering, you're probably getting a little bit quicker than 10 seconds. But that's what I'm showing, 10 seconds. I'm not even sure if Recon's coming tonight. I don't know if he is or not. I can't remember if he said if he was going to miss tonight too or not. I mean, we just caught him for the tail end of it the last time. And earlier I had kind of made a note to myself to get a hold of Brad, and I just didn't do it. Just forgot. I had to go shopping and whatever. By the time I got back from the shopping, I forgot. It's what happens when you're 65 years old. The memory goes. Although my wife said my memory was gone about 10 years ago, so. But I don't remember. So how would I know? I guess I'll take her word for it. But got coffee. Instead of a Twinkie tonight, I got a raspberry Twinkie with coconut. I might tackle it, I might not. I don't know. I'm not really that hungry tonight because Jennifer actually made meatloaf and macaroni and cheese earlier, and carrots, and sent it over to us. Which was nice of her, and of course Milo had to have a quarter of my meatloaf and a quarter of Francis's meatloaf. My dog is becoming a pig. He eats very well, I tell you what. It's a dog's life. At least when you have an owner that takes good care of you, it's a dog's life. I've seen plenty of dogs that weren't taken care of very well, but Milo has always had the best. He's always had all of his shots, has always been to the vet. Thousands of dollars for that dog. He gets fed twice a day at least. He gets treats every day. He's like a damn spoiled kid. And my wife says he's supposed to be my wife's dog, but this has happened many times in the past. There's something about me that dogs like. I don't know what it is. Of course, I'm always nice to dogs and I love them. But several of the dogs that we had were supposed to be my wife's. They always ended up going to me, basically being my dog more than anybody else's. Milo was the same thing. It was supposed to be her dog. We got him when he was a puppy. In fact, he was so young, he was too young to leave the mother, but the mother wasn't taking good care of him, so my wife bottle fed him. So he was that young. He's now 9 years old, but he goes to me. Now he loves my wife, I can tell, but he prefers me for some reason. I don't know why. Sits by my chair all the time. If I'm in my recliner, he's right there. When I come in the house, he's right there. When I get up in the morning, he sleeps in our bedroom at the end of our bed on the floor. He has his own bed with his own pillow and everything. When I get up, he gets up. I make coffee. I make his breakfast and everything first thing in the morning, and I bring him out to go to the bathroom, whatever. But my wife says when I come out here to the studio, he whines. He whines a lot. Hi, Dylan. How you doing? I'm glad you made it. Dylan says he was on last night with us, but he wasn't talking. So I told him at least to say hello. He wants to listen, that's great, but at least say hello so people know you're there. But anyway, as I was saying, Ken, Milo is just that way. Pamela! Well, it's about time you showed up. How are you? I've kind of wondered where you've been. I know you've been here before, but a couple of times, but we missed seeing you here. In fact, people have asked about you. Brad does come here periodically still. JT's been here, and a lot of other people. Minnie comes here still. Of course, Minnie has a church thing at night a lot, so she doesn't make it all the time, but she does pop in. We're doing okay. How have you been? Was it you I just sent a message to, Pamela, recently, reminding you to come and see us on the live? Raining. That's been it. Raining. Since before the hurricane, it's just been raining a lot. Today wasn't too bad. It didn't rain much today, but most of the days it's been a lot of rain. I haven't started my Harley in like 2 months now because of the rain. And I really wanted to go for a ride, but haven't been able to. I really don't enjoy riding in the rain. I've been caught in the rain before, and if you've been to Florida, then you know that you can be going along and be pouring, then it's like a curtain. You go through and it's hot, no rain at all, dry as can be. Jennifer is not here. Just Dylan is here. Although Jenny might be, but I don't think she is. Jenny and Velvet are in my place, in my house with my wife. Like I was telling Ken, they commandeered the coffee pot full of coffee that I made. They gave me a cup and said, "Get out." Yes, it is. Well, it's not the full painting, but it's most of the painting. I don't normally put them as a background, but I figured tonight I would. I'm not sure if you checked it out, but I just did a painting, I think it was yesterday. The day before, I guess it was yesterday, using tinfoil. Check it out. It's the newest painting there. It's a fall scene. It's mostly done with tinfoil. Love you too, Dylan. Have fun playing tag with Kirsten. Oh, thank you, Pamela. In fact, this is one of the paintings that I have a class for here. And most of all the paintings from my classes are actually on a video. I'm selling them like half price to anybody that wants to buy them, because my wife and I moved into an RV and I just have the studio out here by itself. I need room. I'm trying to sell them out because I've got, oh my God, I lost count. Over 100 paintings that need to go. So I'm selling those. People get a discount on them. I do have a members only area now. For YouTube gave me a members only area for my channel. It's down by the subscribe button. You can hit the join. Different memberships. There's 3 different memberships, which you can get a discount on any of my artwork. The bronze, you get 10% off. The emerald, you get 15% off. And the diamond, you get 20% off. Just in case you want to look at it whenever. There's a video about it there also. No, we actually live in an RV because we were running a group home. We took care of handicap kids for 25 years and they closed. There's just no rentals around. So we actually bought a big RV. It's like 35 feet long, 3 pullouts. It's huge. And we parked it at my daughter Jennifer's house and hooked it up. And that's where we're staying until this pandemic settles down and whatever, and so we can find a place to rent or whatever, apartment or house or something to rent. But it's a big RV. It's totally self-contained. It's got everything in it. And we got another shed that we put for storage. And this shed that I'm in right now I turned into a studio. Actually, what you'll you're looking at is a background picture, but I do have a green screen in here too that I can use. Actually, it's a green screen, but it's one of my pictures on it. But it's big enough for her and I. Our living room is huge. It's like 13 by 12. For an RV, that's huge. Plus, we have the dining room and the kitchen area and big bedroom, bathroom, shower, all that stuff. But it's worked out well for us and cheaper. But anyway, the studio here was my shed at the other place, and it's very large. It's a 12 by 16 shed. Yes, the business closed because of the pandemic. We couldn't get any more clients, and in fact, we were having trouble getting clients for a number of years. My wife and I took a pay cut of $800 for several years, a month, and it really hurt us bad. And of course, we'll never get that back. They'll never give it to us. So we lost probably $30,000 in pay, trying to help them keep it open, and we just couldn't do it. We got down to 3 clients, and it wasn't enough to pay the bills and pay us anything. So they had to close. So the place is for sale now, and we had to move out. We weren't really evicted, but we were. I mean, they closed, so we got to get out. So, but we weren't evicted really. But we had to leave because they were selling the place. Yeah, it's very rough, very rough. We were already losing so much money as it was. Coming up with money to buy this RV, we didn't have much because we had such a big pay cut. Paying our bills was rough as it was with that big pay cut. And of course, my wife and I both get Social Security now, but it's not a lot. I mean, you don't get much for Social Security. So that barely pays some of the bills. But it was rough on the clients too, because 2 of the 3 clients that were left had been with us since they were 12 years old, and they were in their 50s. I mean, we basically raised them. They were just like family. There was a lot of tears. They cried, and they didn't want to leave. They didn't want to move, and it was really tough for them to leave. That was all they knew. That was their home since they were 12 into their adult life. And we also had several clients, as you may already know that, but we had several that passed away. Old age and other problems. There are different handicaps over the last 5 or 6 years. We lost, I think, 4 clients, but they all were here with us for many, many, many years. Hopefully so. Hopefully so. I've been trying really hard to get this channel working and just trying to get enough people in here more active, especially with the live streams. The live streams actually do help quite a bit. If I could get a bigger audience, I need to get more of an audience in here. We've had some good days and, usually 4 or 5 people, but we had, I think the biggest day we had since I've been doing it, which is almost a year now, was 16 or 17 people. I think a couple of those were trolls. But as you may have noticed, I changed the name too finally because I didn't want to tie it down to just painting. Because I do some music stuff, and I may do some stuff on how to repair your RV, or maybe some wood crafts or something, or building, carpenter stuff, whatever. Whatever would be helpful for people. So I changed it to Kim Casta Art and More. Brad's doing great. I mean, he got the new house. They bought a new house, sold the other one, and moved in. And it's a smaller house, but looks like a giant house to me still, but it's pretty big. But he's doing pretty well. He just did a book online a week or so ago. He's not back online. He just did it a one-time thing, but he did one book. I think there were $30 tickets. There were new tickets for Missouri, and I can't remember. I think it's a $600 book, and he got back like 360. He said that was about average for those books. Because I asked him that night, I texted him, and he told me. No, I said, well, you did pretty good. And was more than half back. So he does pop in here from time to time. I've been meaning to actually, if I text him usually and say pop in, come jump in, he usually does, but I usually forget because I'm in a hurry getting ready for the stream and whatnot. And so I don't, and I don't want to really pester him either. But he comes in here too without me texting him. He just pops in whenever. Sometimes it's toward the end of the stream, sometimes the middle. There's something he watches on TV, like it's 11 o'clock his time, which is, I think, 10 o'clock our time. And when he gets done watching whatever it is he watches on TV at night, I don't remember what the show was now, but he's like faithfully watching that show every night. And then he'll come in after that show's on, which I think translates to the last half hour or so of the stream. When he comes on and some other people come in, a lot of times people will see him in here and they'll come in. I'll usually keep the stream going longer. Gives people a chance to talk to him. And sometimes I'll put him up here with me and chat with people live. And he likes to do that too. So he'll pop in and jump up on the mic. Wow. 5,000 for a top prize? That's it? Yeah, that's not even worth trying. I mean, they'd have to be giving away a lot of those $5,000 prizes. Wow. I mean, I wouldn't mind hitting a $5,000 one, but the most I ever hit was 1,000. And that's after scratching for about 40 years. That took me 40 years to hit 1,000. I've gotten a few 500s and 400 and 300 and whatever, but I never hit 1,000 until I think it was last year. Now, Recon's usually here. I'm not sure where he is, but he's usually here. Like I said, in fact, sadly, Jennifer and Velvet's normally on here too, and my granddaughter Trinity, but I guess the three of them are hibernating tonight, which would have been nice because we would have had 8 or 9 people on at least. Well, if they changed it to $5,000, they can't be offering 4 or 5 top prizes. They must be offering hundreds of top prizes. Is that the way it works? I mean, if they're offering hundreds or 1,000 top prizes, then maybe it's not so bad, but that doesn't really help you win something that's really life-changing. $5,000 is not life-changing. By the time you pay the tax on $5,000, pay a few bills off with it or whatever, or just put some in the bank or whatever, there's not much left. That's not exactly life-changing. I mean, shoot, there's little stores around here where I live. I don't think there's many stores that I even go to that there's not a sign on the door that's got a $5 and $10,000 winner on their door. Most of them do, even the little stores. I don't blame you. How high are the? What's the most expensive ticket in New Mexico? A 20 or a 30 or what? I'd say for $5,000, their tickets shouldn't be more than like $10. I mean, most of the $1 tickets in Florida have a $5,000 top prize. The $1 ticket. $10 is the biggest ticket. Well, that's probably why, but that still doesn't make sense because I think our $3 tickets. See, I play mostly crossword $3 ticket and a bingo. I think the top prize on those is, I think there's $100,000 and $150,000. Yeah, that's shameful. That to me, I think they're going to hurt themselves because people aren't going to play. People are going to think just like you do, and they're just going to go, "What's the point? Why play?" There's Minnie. Here's the sneaky Minnie. I call her Sneaky Minnie now. The little sneak. Oh, well, tell her happy birthday. Tell her happy birthday. I told you she would come by here, Pamela. Or she's probably been here for a while. I'm going to come up with the Sneaky Minnie song pretty soon. She thinks I'm kidding, but I'm not. Well, I might be. I don't know. 34? I wish I was 34 again. Or do I? No, I don't. My kids were all teenagers then. No, I don't wish I was 34 again. Let's see. That's a lot of candles on a cake, though, 34. Did you put 34 candles on a cake? Oh, if I video a song like that, you can bet it's going to be on YouTube. Without a doubt. In fact, I might make you suffer and wonder what it's like and put it in the members only section, and then you'll have to join the members section. Ha ha! Yes! Even if it's for a month. Thank you, Pamela. I'm happy to see you here. I really am. I'm really glad to see you. I've always enjoyed your company here and was hoping you'd come back and join us more. Shoot, I wish I was 48 again. I just turned 65 not that long ago. Yeah, in fact, I was going to get Ken and Recon to help me with some lyrics on that song. We're going to come up with something. Minnie thinks we're the Three Stooges anyway, so what the heck? We'll come up with some lyrics. Oh, wow. Minnie's getting up there, too. So, Minnie, you remember, you're at the age that you remember Jim Stafford, don't you? Remember the song Jim Stafford used to do, like Spiders and Snake and Swamp Water Hattie? I actually was kind of thinking of something in them lines. Pamela's 40 plus tax. Nice one, Pamela. Nice one. Pamela, give Ken a pinch, will you? He falls asleep on us a lot in here. Somebody needs to keep him awake. He actually has fallen asleep. We have to actually wake him up once in a while. Well, you look up Jim Stafford and look up his songs. There's one that's, I think it's Swamp Witch Hattie or something like that, where the strange green reptiles crawl. It's really, it's a nice song, but you'll have to hear it. I thought it was something in them lines, but changed the lyrics, of course. But 25 plus shipping and handling. How much is the return fee? Can we get an RMA number? Boy, Recon's going to be sad he missed all the fun. I'm sure he'll watch this video later, but he'll be sad he missed all the fun. It would have been nice for some of the newer members to show up, though, because they could meet Pamela and you two. I think many might have met Lisa before and Sharat. And there was another one, yes, the other day that joined too. I can't remember what his name was. Ken might. And there's someone named Cheryl that joined us. I think it was yesterday, the day before. That's the problem. We have a lot of people that really come in, but they kind of rotate, basically. Hard to get them all at one time. ASD, he comes in too sometimes. Are you still doing a lot of crafts, Minnie? You know, if you send me a picture or two of them, you got my email, I'd be happy to show them up here online to people in the channel. But I would be my pleasure to show people the crafts that you're doing. Yeah, Recon, yeah, he probably is exhausted. Who knows? Of course, he might be. They may have made him stop in Taco Bell or something, or Wendy's or Pizza Hut or something. Who knows? Ken, you still with us there, buddy? Wake up, Ken. You usually post them on Instagram. I have had zero luck with Instagram. And in fact, for some unknown reason, they locked my account. I can't figure out why. I used to just post a new picture up once in a while and link to YouTube, and they locked my account. I said, fine. I stopped using it. I couldn't use it worth a darn anyway because it just never really made sense to me. That and Twitter. I stopped both of them. Oh, there he is. Are you awake, Ken? Did we wake you? Everybody's birthday's in August. Yeah, I think July is like that with us because my daughter and granddaughter and like a grandson, all their birthdays are in July. And my wife's birthday is in July. Don't worry, Ken. The nursing home's almost ready for you, buddy. They got your bed all made up and everything. They'll be waiting for you soon, buddy. Don't worry. Don't fall asleep. Well, evidently I was right, and Recon said he wasn't coming on tonight. I should write stuff like that down, but I didn't. July 17th is yours? My wife says July 6th. My daughter and one of my granddaughters is my daughter, yeah, daughter and grandson is the 27th. And then another one of the granddaughters is also the 27th. Or a grandson, I don't know. I got 15 grandkids and 2 great grandkids. I don't remember. My wife gets so mad at me because I don't remember the grandchildren's birthdays. I don't remember my own half the time. She's lucky I remember hers. Although this was the first year I had to remind her that it was our anniversary, which is in June 19th, was 45 years. And I had to actually remind her. It felt so good. It felt so good to remind her instead of her reminding me. I was just ecstatic. It's usually the other way around. And I even had her gift weeks before the anniversary. I was ahead of my time. And she had to run out and get mine. No, my birthday's not in June. Mine's in May. That was our anniversary. Our anniversary was in June. Mine is May 31st, the same as Ken's. And in fact, my father's birthday was May 31st, also the same day. Our anniversary's in June. My wife's birthday was in July. My birthday was May 31st. Yeah, I remember when yours is, Ken. It's the same as mine. November 20th. Won't be long. Won't be long. Well, we know how old you're going to be now. You let the cat out of the barrel. We know. Actually, I think you're the first person I've ever talked to, me, that's birthday was in November. Although, wait a minute. One of my youngest grandsons, his might be November. November 5th or the 15th, something like that. Jackson. I honestly don't remember when my grandparents' birthdays were. Okay, Pamela. So, Minnie, you liked my tinfoil painting, huh? You should try that on something like, a vase or something like that, or a picture frame or something like that. Nice way to do texturing. Especially if you want a leafy look. Works well. I gotta be honest though, I kind of like the sponge a little bit better. But, the tinfoil worked. It was okay. And the way that painting was done, it required quite a bit of paint. You might be related, huh? Oh, you poor thing. I'm so sorry for you. Oops, Recon might be watching this. Oh well, too late now. Well, it's a fun painting to do, and it's so easy. It's so easy to do. It really is. It looks way hard. It's not hard to do at all. It's so easy to do. You really can't mess it up. It's just you can't. It's just easy to do. I mean, only a couple little. I was going to use a flat brush, but I didn't. I just used the liner brushes. I didn't even need the flat brush I was going to use, um, and then that one little wide brush was, inch and a quarter wide or whatever. You get that at the hardware store. You don't even have to be a regular artist brush, just a little, like a varnish brush. I prefer the sponge myself, but it's nice. I'm not a pro because I never did it before, Ken. How can I be a pro at it? I've never done it. That's the first time I did a painting like that. So I'm not a pro. I was the same as you, just a beginner. I watched somebody else doing it and said, hey, this looks neat. I'm going to do it live, good or bad. And I admitted making some mistakes in it. And I still printed it. I still put it on the video, even though I made some mistakes. And I think that's good. If an artist makes a mistake, they should admit it and let people know that they make mistakes. And they do. Because that's just part of art. You will make mistakes. And that's how you learn. You learn from your mistakes. There's not a painting that I've ever done that I didn't make a mistake on. I may never tell you where the mistake is, but every one of them I've ever done, I probably made a mistake or didn't do something quite as good as it should have been or whatever, but you just don't tell anybody. Because most of the time, 99% of the time, no one's going to find it. They're not going to see it. They're not going to know. Because what's a mistake for you may be beautiful to them. So you don't tell anybody you make that mistake. You just leave it alone. And that's just not a hard thing to paint. I'm not kidding. Probably a 6 or 8-year-old kid could probably paint that picture with no problem at all. So I'm sure you could, Ken. It's just a matter of wanting to do it. That's all. Most of the time when people say you gotta be a pro and all that stuff, it's because they really just don't want to do it. They don't want to try. Yeah, I want to try. And you just do it. But you could do it, believe me. No, it's not hard at all, for sure. Well, I guess I'm right. Recon's not coming on tonight. Did you remember what did he say something last night about not coming on tonight, Ken? The last time I remember him saying he wasn't going to be on was when he took the kid to the amusement park, to the roller coaster. But he still came on for the last 10 or 15 minutes that night because they didn't spend the night there. And he was a little bit late, and he was late last night too, I think. Don't remember? So, Minnie, what projects are you working on now? Anything at all? in your art studio over there? I know you weren't going to stay very long, but I see you're still here, so I'll ask you anyway. I still got quite a bit of craft stuff because most of the art stuff I brought with me. I even got a whole big box of popsicle sticks. Blick art material? No, I don't think I have. Is that just a crafts thing, or is that actually painting? But I'll be glad to check them out. Birthday cards and gift baskets. Yeah, you seem to be working on birthday cards a lot. I never did much with cards except for I actually did a picture of the Virgin Mary, and it might actually be on my website. I'm not sure. But one year I wanted some custom Christmas cards. So I took that painting of the Virgin Mary that I did and had them put on Christmas cards and put our own writing on them and whatever. And I ordered like a box of them for Christmas that year and sent them out to all my relatives and friends. I still have one left somewhere. Blick is painting. I'll have to take and check them out. I don't know what I'm going to do with them popsicle sticks, Ken. I have no idea. I got them once for the clients, probably around Christmas time, thinking we might do something with them because they're cheap. You can buy the box pretty cheap. We bought them thinking, along with pipe cleaners and all kinds of other little stuff you'd use for crafts, and we never used them. So I just kept them around. I might have used a few of them when I did the doll houses for my granddaughters. They've been around for a long time because that was a long time ago. I'll definitely check them out. I've been hindering myself here a lot because, to be honest with you guys, my videos have been so long because like I do like a 4-part video, and that's wet on wet, and even on the acrylic or whatever. I'm trying to get this mastered down as far as this editing goes and stuff to be faster, but I want to do some traditional paintings, but I know those are going to be way longer, which is a lot higher quality painting, but take a lot longer to do. Days, weeks, whatever, a week or two or whatever. But compounding something like that into a video that anybody's going to watch, it just doesn't seem possible because, just the 3 or 4-part ones I have, I'm not sure anybody's ever watched the whole thing. And so the video I did last night was, at least it was from A to Z in like 35 minutes or something like that. Of course, there was an intro involved in that too and everything. And okay, see you later, Minnie. Good to talk to you. I'm glad you got a chance to stop in and say hello at least got to say hi to Pam. I'll check out that site and take a look at it. Maybe they'll come over here for as a guest sometime. Well, Ken, I think it's just you and me, and well, Pamela should be still here. I think. I'm not sure if she is or not. She said be right back. Excuse me. She said she'd be right back, but she hasn't got back yet. But so think about some lyrics for Minnie's song, Ken. We got to come up with a song for Minnie. Pamela might have left. She might have had to leave or something. But I only see two up there on the number board here. So it may just be you and I now. But like I said, that thing doesn't tell the truth anyway most of the time. No, I actually do want to make a song, but it's going to be something comical, something funny. I don't know. I just want to do something that people can get a laugh out of it and have fun with it. Um, I have to think about it for a while. Sometimes I actually just lay there in bed or I'm sitting in a chair, kind of dozing, whatever, and I'll actually think up something like that, a little song or something, or start one, or some of the lyrics. My biggest problem is forgetting to write them down. If you forget to write the lyrics down, you end up forgetting them. So that's the hard part. You remember who Jim Stafford is, Ken? He used to sing that song too. It's called Wildwood Weed. Really funny song about these country boys getting high on pot out in the field. They didn't know what it was. They decided to smoke it one day and he got high and the government shows up. It's just really a funny song. It's from back in like the 70s or 80s. You have to look it up. Jim Stafford. It's a nice, good song. It's on YouTube. He did another one called Spiders and Snake and Swamp Witch Hattie. He did some really good songs. He's acoustic, really good guitar player. He's actually from Florida. He was a big star, at one time when he was younger. Very, very famous. Had a lot of hits, a lot of number one hits. He even did Mr. Bojangles and some other ones. Quite a few. And a heck of a guitar player, I'll tell you that much. He's a heck of a guitar player. Yeah, I think it's just you and I now. It's down showing only one up there now, so it's probably just you and me. I guess Pamela must have left too. Pamela, are you still here? She got a phone call, so she probably left. But anyway, if you want to get a little bit of a laugh, some of his songs are like super funny. Look up Jim Stafford. I'll put the name out for you if you want me to. Right here on YouTube. You'll find some real funny songs. He did some great music. Check him out. You might really enjoy him. He's great guitar player. I wish I could play the guitar as good as him. He's really good at guitar. Most of this stuff he wrote himself. But he's a heck of a songwriter. Had quite a few number one hits. Another one called My Girl Bill. There's two guys were vying for the same girl. but it was his girlfriend, and Bill was trying to cut in and whatever, you know, spiders and snakes. I actually do the one spiders and snakes. I may do it live here sometime. Not live, but I'll probably do. That's one of the ones I wanted to do and put up here, which I will do it eventually. That spiders and snakes. It's a good song. I wonder if my internet's getting any better yet. I kind of keep track of it because the later it gets, I think I told you this before, the later it gets, the better it gets, normally. So I've been kind of checking it and watching it. Like right now, I'm showing the ping is down. It's normally like about 670, 666, 670. Right now, it's at 613. That tells me it's probably going to be a little bit better. So my download is now, it is up now. It's gone up from 6 or 7 megabits per second to 10.84. But the upload, I think, is, yeah, it's gone up a little bit. 1.02. Amazing. The upload almost doubled. Not quite, but almost. I need to try to figure out how to make OSB work better. I've had it before. I know a lot of people use OSB. I didn't because I have this yard stream which runs off the internet totally. But it kind of handicaps you a little bit because OSB you can switch from one camera to another. And I want to be able to do that when I'm painting. I like to have a camera so that they can switch over to me face to face, and then a camera going to the painting itself, and maybe a third camera even looking at the paint when I'm doing the mixing and stuff like that. How I can operate it efficiently and paint and all that stuff too, I don't know. I'm not sure. But what I really need is like a camera person. A lot of these guys have somebody like that. They have somebody that can help them manipulate the cameras while they're doing their work so they can concentrate on their painting. You still here, Ken, or am I talking to myself again? It shows 3. Pamela, are you back yet, or are you gone? I think she's gone, but I'm not sure. Thought I'd check real quick. Because we're just about out of time here anyway, so I don't know if anybody else is here or not. I think it's just me, you, and I have my wife logged in, so I think that's showing 3. I think that's the 3 I see. Well, Ken, I don't know if you're there or not. You're not answering me, so if you fell asleep or what, but I think I'll go ahead and shut it down for the night. It's been an hour, so I wanted to go ahead and get some other stuff done here, too. I want to get some more coffee, for one thing. So have a good night, Ken. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. And if anybody else is in here that's just lurking, Have a good night. Come back and see us. Let us know who you are. It always helps to know who's here. Have a good night, buddy. Take care. Bye-bye.